Welcome to Media Minute. For this episode, we're taking our time. We'll be back right after this. Welcome to Media Minute. I'm Michael Forward.
I'm Chris Raskowski.
I'm Rachel Edge.
And for this episode, we're talking about time travel, time slips, everything time related. Stopwatch, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
We're going to tick you
like
off.
what?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to make really lame time jokes.
Yeah.
Or puns.
We're certainly not on TikTok.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
There we go. I don't even know how to work
See how Rachel's shaking
Yeah.
her head because she's the only one here who actually has a TikTok account?
Yeah.
You know
She's
what?
Gen
Don't judge
Z
me.
to our millennials.
Do you want me to put your account on the screen? I can throw that
Oh,
up there.
please don't.
No?
No,
You
don't
don't?
do that. No.
Oh, I put our Twitter handles in our name keys.
Yep.
You'll notice whenever they appear. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe.
Yes?
Yep.
BitChute?
Get
YouTube?
some engagement going. We want to know what you think. And to kick things off, time travel.
Yeah.
In media, in real life.
I mean, time travel
That
is
can happen.
technically real.
I mean, we're moving forward 1 second per second.
Yeah, like we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
It's really weird when you think about it like that, actually.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Huh.
And actually, if you go up to like the International Space Station, because they're moving so fast, there's a little bit of time dilation.
Yeah, don't you? Yeah, you lose a bit.
Yeah, I think you age less faster the faster you go towards the speed of light. So
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
yeah, because there was like a pair of twin astronauts, and I think they sent one brother up, and they just kind of monitored the difference between the two of them. Yeah, crazy.
Time, people.
Time.
Can't avoid it.
That's
Can't
like-
escape it.
So basically, that's like the true fountain of youth. Then is going into space.
Yeah, and going really fast.
He's
I
got
am
to
speed.
keep running.
The problem is the faster you go, the heavier you get. So you got to go on a diet.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not how that works at all.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of maybe the most famous time travel movie, Back to the Future.
Probably.
Yeah,
I would say so. Wasn't?
I mean, it's come up on this show like
a lot.
last.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time.
I mean, it's classic.
It is. It's one I think everybody has seen, so it's an easy one to talk about.
Yeah. They do.
And if you haven't seen it, then
Yeah. Watch
What are
all
you
three.
doing?
But yeah, they do like the parallel universe version of time
Yeah.
travel, where it's if you actually go back and do something, it's going to affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty classic version of time travel, though, because like I remember watching The Butterfly Effect, and that was like a big thing. That was like the biggest rule, right?
Yeah. All I remember about that movie is that Ashton Kutcher stabbed himself in the hand.
And woke up with no arms.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that
he had
like
his-
since it came out. So
Oh, no, same.
like my recall about that movie is pretty vague at that
You're
point.
not missing out. Your brain
good one.
is
Yeah.
better spent
But
on other things.
Like, I don't know, like other ones that come to mind for me personally is like Hot Tub Time Machine.
yep.
That's a hilarious version of like time travel too, right? Because like they didn't have the parallel. Well, did they have like a parallel universe thing? Was it the same thing? I can't remember. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah, well, it would have had to be because like the future, the time that they go back to is different. Like the reality after they make
it's really right.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm trying to
never
think of
saw
one
it,
that-
so I can't help out.
No,
on
you
this
can't.
one.
But I mean, classic Jules Verne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your boy.
That's I actually recommend reading the book.
Book's really good.
What was the most recent version? There was a movie version of that, like in the 2000s, wasn't there?
Really?
Time Machine, or
I'm getting a strong Guy Pearce vibe.
yeah,
That would make sense.
I'm just gonna look it up.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe do
The-
that. 'cause
I don't know. It seems like it's been a while since they've adapted that, but
Yeah, like the actual like,
Right?
time machine story.
yeah, the Time Machine story. But
the classic one, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's like time travel movies have been all over, really. Like, for example, the Tomorrow War. There's like the most recent time travel movie, right?
Yeah, I found that movie okay, but they didn't really. To me, they didn't work within their own logic for the time travel. I like
Yeah.
to me, like him meeting his daughter creates a paradox, and apparently they were trying to avoid these paradoxes. Like,
Yeah.
how could he go into the future to meet his? Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, how could he go into his future to meet his own daughter to get this the toxin or whatever when
Well,
that future
know,
doesn't exist? So
another thing too with that though, like I thought was interesting was like the whole. If we're gonna go like spoiler alert, then huge spoiler alert here. But like the whole idea of how the military kind of drafted people.
yeah,
In
yeah,
the sense
that
of,
make
like,
no
hey,
sense. It's like you got a week's training,
Yeah.
and like.
like
You can't even learn
was
how to
weird.
effectively use a military grade firearm in a week.
100%.
Yeah.
I thought the other
Takes
thing
two.
with the drafting too, though, that was interesting for me was like the whole idea that they only picked people who were going to be dead before like all of it happened.
Yeah, that was
How are they able to get that technology? Was it just because of like the people that came back from the future and was like, yo, we need people?
yeah, no, apparently they just made it and it was very shoddy.
Huh.
So,
But yeah, The Time Machine, 2002 with Guy Pearce.
yeah.
Called it.
There you
So
go.
that was 20 that
Nice.
was 20 years ago?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh my god. I think that was like one of the first DVDs I rented back when
I love
DVDs
that.
were new. That
I
and
love
House
that.
on Haunted Hill, the new one.
Cool.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't Ghost Ship.
it was better than Ghost Ship. But that's a pretty
Well,
low bar.
Yeah, it's
about to
easy to
say.
clear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were talking about something.
Yeah, time travel. Time. But
Actually,
for me, Tomorrow War. I think the concept of it, like
Cool.
a future war, was okay, but the execution wasn't so hot.
So as someone who
if-
has not seen it,
Yeah,
should I?
I would watch it.
put it on the
purely
background while you
for,
wash
like,
your
the act-
dishes.
Yeah, like it's purely
It-
a popcorn movie. Like
Yeah.
if you're not thinking too hard about it, it's one of those that you can watch and you can have a good time. Because like
Actually-
the creature designs were kick ass.
Yeah,
I thought they were so cool.
it's worth it for J.K. Simmons.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I understand your point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it was crazy because people were bugging him about because like of how jacked he is. Because I guess he started bodybuilding like for Justice or not for Justice League, but around the same time Justice League was coming out and he was playing the commissioner, right?
Yeah.
And so people thought he was getting jacked for that role, and he was like, "Nah." He's like, "I just realized I was like, out of shape, and I wanted to change that." And he's like, "I'm well into my I think it's 60s."
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken. And he was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. So he just changed his life and started like working out like crazy. And it's funny because the amount of people that were like, Chris Pratt looks tiny compared to J.K. Simmons.
yeah.
Like,
Simmons
it was
is
nuts.
like
Could you take a scrawny J.K. Simmons seriously? Of course not.
Well, I mean, he was J. Jonah Jameson in the
Yeah, but if he was
Yeah, you
like
can't.
5 foot,
yeah.
120 pounds, like you wouldn't.
You know what?
care
I
about
would
it.
love to see him play an elderly Spider-Man.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally.
Actually, it was funny because I saw a meme
But
and they
as
were talking
JJ
about the
is-
Spider-Man series and how
Yeah.
like they changed the Spider-Mans, but they kept they kept J.K. for like all of
Yeah.
for every movie. I love that.
Well, that's like how in the James Bond films that they kept, what is it, M, like the same Judi Dench from like the 1960s onwards. Like
Yeah.
James Bond is like the same age, but she just like continues to age up,
Yeah.
which has nothing to do with time travel.
No, not at all. But
Aging is
but, like,
time travel.
Yeah, it is.
Believe me.
It is.
Yeah.
Like at the same time though, it's like when you find an actor that fits a role so well, like why replace them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Yeah.
keep the show going.
Here's what I want to talk about. Here's a messed up thing about the term, like Terminator is time travel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
here's kind of the messed up thing about the original Terminator is that John Connor is sending Kyle Reese back in time to bang his mom. Like, here's a picture.
Yeah, sort of.
Here's a picture. Go find her. Wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge.
Take care of that, man.
Whatever you do, don't bang her. Wink, wink.
Yeah, like that's kind of
Dad.
weird.
Don't put that in your mouth.
Yeah.
Which I. Okay, I got a sidebar here.
Yeah. Get it.
Sidebar.
Sidebar.
So, yeah, my dad was I was like probably like 4 or 5, and my dad was changing his battery in his watch. So he takes it out, and Pete just puts it in my palm and says, "I don't know why the hell he said this, but now don't eat that." What do you think I'm gonna do? Of course I'm gonna eat it, and I did.
And you did. And how did it turn out?
I had to spend the next 24 hours in the hospital until it passed. They needed to make sure it didn't break. But come on,
Okay,
Yeah.
don't put a
serious
watch
though.
battery in a child's hands and say don't eat it. They're gonna
Yeah,
eat
but
it.
like,
That seems like
First time-
the start of a time travel story, though.
Ooh,
Yeah.
kind of does.
Yeah. The child eats the watch battery
and then he gets like
travels through time.
opens a portal.
Yeah. There you go. Someone write it. Do a treatment.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Somebody do it.
So back to what we were actually talking about.
Actually, you want to hear a creepy time travel thing that I didn't really realize was a creepy time travel movie until like literally last night when it hit me like a bolt of lightning?
Sure.
I don't think either of you have seen it, but The Time Traveler's Wife.
Is that Johnny Depp?
Yeah, I think I've seen
Oh.
it.
No.
Not Johnny Depp. Eric Bana? Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the
And
astronaut's wife.
Yeah.
And
Or
Rachel
something like that.
Adams, I think? Adams? Something, I don't know. She was in The Notebook.
Yeah, Rachel McAdams.
Okay, yeah. So anyways, like, watched the movie years ago, and at the time I thought
Are
it was
you
really
getting
sweet,
off-camera
but-
help?
Sorry?
Are you getting off-camera
Do you,
help?
do you have a coach?
Oh, not at all.
I don't know. I heard a voice there. You look to the left, or your left.
No, I have a small dog who likes to go under
Okay,
decks
okay.
that I've been trying to keep an eye on.
Hey,
So
we like to keep it honest.
Yeah.
We like honesty, integrity, and
We're
I don't know the
we're
third.
the most morally
accuracy,
morally
No, I had
accurate podcast.
yeah, absolutely.
integrity,
Probably not, but
accuracy, and honesty. That's our motto.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, back to this creepy ass movie. So anyways, the premise of it is that this little girl keeps seeing this man, and his name is Henry, and he comes and visits her, but he doesn't say where he's from, and she sees him like disappear. It like just through time, because he's like, I'm a time traveler, and she's like, oh, okay, cool. And then as she gets older, stops visiting her as often, and she's like, oh, okay, like whatever. Maybe it was just my imagination. Then she meets this guy. They fall in love and they get married, and she realizes that he's a time traveler, and that was the guy that was visiting her throughout her youth.
So he was a time traveling groomer.
Basically, it's like it's painted as this like romantic story of like how they can never be truly together all the time because like he has to time travel, otherwise he'll die. Like it's a really weird concept, but it's like he disappears, she knows.
That he's gone back in
Younger
time
her.
to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that like time travel is often so incestuous.
Yeah.
Like Back to the Future too.
Oh yeah,
like,
Marty's
now that
mom
you
was.
point that out.
There's a lot of Oedipal complexes going on in time travel.
What's up the go time travel community?
Just guys, calm down.
Questions, but yeah, like that messed with me. Like when I thought about it last night, I was like, oh, like I'll bring this up, and then I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a damn minute. it's kind of gross, actually. You know, not romantic like way that they tried to frame it, because it was like one of those like romance novels
Yeah.
they turned into a movie, and I was like, oh, okay,
People are like, oh, he's been with her entire life.
her life. Yeah, no, shouldn't do that.
Don't groom children, people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
well, it's like,
Yeah,
and
the
he knew
hell?
everything about her, right? Like and that's
Well,
how he wooed her. Was like he knew everything.
Yeah.
It's
Remember that time
don't
you
know.
bathed me? What? Oh wait,
Yeah,
that
like,
hasn't
it's
happened
weird.
yet.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
like I don't know.
Yeah. That.
I get the whole like idea of it kind of being romantic, but in the end, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. That is pretty
Oh.
creepy for sure. For sure. But I want to talk about like best time travel show though. Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quantum Leap was sick.
Quantum Leap was awesome.
good one.
Apparently, it never got like a true ending though, because like they just like, they canceled the series. So like the ending is just like a voiceover. It's like Sam Beckett never returned home, and that was the end of the series. And everyone was bummed out. Apparently, they did film like a proper thing where like his guide, the other guy that he would see as a hologram. I can't remember his name. I remember the computer was called Ziggy though.
That's awesome.
But a great name.
Yeah, but they did film like a proper ending, but like they never got to air it. It's just like a voiceover. It's like, and Sam Beckett never returned home. Like after helping like 200 people.
It's messed up.
Actually, wasn't there a Quantum Leap episode that got like permanently pulled from TV because it was considered insensitive to, I think, transgender people?
It could be.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it might not be a trans thing, but yeah, I think there's like a Quantum Leap episode that got yanked.
Yeah, because he does leap into that sounds
any type of person.
Any type of person. Oh, of course, Quantum Leap is that infamous meme where he leaps into a Down syndrome guy and he closes the door.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say the line.
Do it.
But actually, if you watch that episode, it's like super. It's kind of heart wrenching. It's about like the person that he leaps into is about to be sent off to like a home or whatever, because that's what they used to do back in the days. Like, and like anyone with Down syndrome or whatever, they just like ship them off somewhere, and then that was it.
Yeah, like how can you rag on a show where the theme is abandonment?
Yeah,
like come on. I know people like canceling each other, but that's.
But yeah, Quantum Leap, interesting concept too, because he could only travel within his lifetime. So he could only travel between like the point where he was born to like his current age, which is like a
really
yeah. Like so, it was only between like
I never knew that.
Like the 50s to I guess 1980s.
So he never did anything. Because I didn't watch. I wasn't like a huge fan.
Like he didn't go back to like the 20s or anything like that because
Civil War or anything.
No.
Huh.
So
interesting.
That kind of makes it cooler.
Yeah. Super bummer everything though. It's like he never returned home.
Yeah, he's lost in space forever.
It's like 5 seasons and he never returned home.
I feel like when like companies pop out like that, like with it, it's like it's just such a slap in the face to your viewership because it's like they've been with you for how long, and you're just like, don't give them the decent like ending.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a piss off.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what else. Time travel. I actually found it. I haven't watched this movie yet, but I found this YouTube channel. It's a ex Navy fighter jet pilot, and he talks about like different like military movies and how if they're accurate or not. But
that's cool.
He talked about this film that I'd never heard about before. It came out like in 1980, which was like I think 5 or 6 years before Top Gun. But it's like about a modern aircraft carrier, modern being 1980, that goes back in time before the start of Pearl Harbor, and they intercept like Japanese Zeros with like F-14s.
just absolutely destroy them.
But I think it's Martin Sheen and who's Spartacus? Kirk Douglas?
I believe so.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Kirk is the older one, right? That's Michael?
Yeah.
So like Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen in it. And,
crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, interesting. Like this World War II, or this ship goes back in time to World War II. And then they have to try to figure out like what not to do to screw things up.
I don't know. If it's not Iron Eagle, I don't care. Al. Al was the guy.
Oh yeah, Al. Yeah.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, he's always smoking a cigar too.
Yeah, in a white tuxedo.
Yeah. Quantum Leap was fan. He jumps into Dr. Ruth at one point.
I think I may have saw that one.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Anyway, sorry, I had to just do some housekeeping. That's all.
Yeah. Let's see. What else for time travel movies?
12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys, definitely. With Bruce
Campbell.
No. Bruce Willis.
That would have been a completely different movie if Bruce Campbell was in it.
That would have been great.
I would love to see that cut.
Yeah. Listen up, you primitive monkeys.
This is my boomstick.
What are you talking about? It's the future.
That's a shotgun.
Out of
Oh,
out of any time travel movie I can think of,
Yeah.
12 Monkeys makes time travel look like just the worst
Yeah.
like way to do
Yep.
it.
Yeah, everyone who's like they take basically prisoners unwillingly. You send them back in time.
It's like basically torture.
Yeah.
You're like drooling, there's snot coming out, you're sweaty, you're mostly naked except for a plastic bag they put you in.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm going DeLorean. That's my
If you're
that's
gonna
my
time
motive.
travel, go to DeLorean. Yeah,
That's my mode of transportation.
Not the 12 Monkeys
Yeah.
route. Yeah,
to be fair though, like if like time travel was a thing, like I feel like it wouldn't be easy. Like I feel like it would be painful.
You
Like,
think-
I
you
don't
think it would hurt?
be
yeah,
no. So I feel like honestly, like 12 Monkeys is like a more realistic representation. Because let's be real,
I don't know
like,
if we can use that
any of the
word.
government.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know if we can use the word
Yeah.
realistic.
But
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, yeah,
Like in
yeah.
in the sense of like it's not going to be all like sunshine and rainbows. Like it's going to literally rip you apart, kind of thing.
yeah, well, if
I
you're
don't think it's gonna be a thing.
if you're transporting matter, like you're literally ripping something apart and putting it back together. That's why
Yeah.
teleporters on Star Trek are so messed up because you basically die every time you go into one.
But we don't know. Maybe
that's
maybe
best.
it tickles. maybe it feels great.
Yeah,
I like
People
the
like getting
positivity, but
piercings.
yeah,
I don't know about that. But like, if time travel did exist, I wouldn't be surprised if governments did test it on like prisoners and stuff. Because like half like medical stuff has been done on prisoners, and that's how they discovered stuff, right? Not all of it, but like a good majority of it.
Well, like a lot of kind of the unethical medical stuff was like World War II
Yeah.
prisoners
Yeah.
of war. There was a Japanese section that did all sorts of like really, really messed up stuff.
Yeah, there's a movie about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's long and you probably don't want to watch it.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, you can
yeah,
if you want.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's bring it into some of the more kind of real world. Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Because some people have claimed to travel through time or cut glimpses of different time periods or whatever, time slips and whatnot. Kicking things off. Apparently, there's like a street in Liverpool where like this happens a lot, where people like feel like they've been transported into like a different era or stuff. Like people will see like they'll go into a store and it's like a store from the 1930s. It's not like the store that's currently there.
Just this one town.
Yeah, well, this one street in Liverpool. But there's kind of a theory because like the underground, like the underground, the railway.
Okay. All right.
Not the underground railway, but the the tube system. And, like they have like a kind of a circular track like right underneath that street, and they think like there's some sort of like EMF radiation or something like that that's messing with people's perception.
It's a good sales strategy.
Yeah, for sure.
You get to resell stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy it again.
You could sell to people in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't got to replenish your stock.
Yeah, you could.
Kind of really
Ever.
smart.
Yeah. Sell to people who are not even born yet.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate capitalism move.
Oh, Walmart's probably just like, okay, they're probably on the phone right now.
Yeah.
I
like-
need to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's trippy.
Yeah.
That would be so messed up. Like, I don't know. I had something and now I completely blanked on it. Never mind.
Yep.
Keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, there's others. Apparently, there was this British pilot. It was in the period between World War I and World War II. And he flew somewhere, and he flew over kind of like an abandoned airfield that had been like abandoned in like the 1920s or whatever. Like there were cows on it, like the runway was tore up and everything. Then when he was flying back, he went through a storm, and when he looked down, it looked like an active airfield with planes that he didn't recognize.
Didn't they make a movie about this?
Maybe.
Or at least like a made-for-TV movie?
Yeah.
This sounds like This sounds super familiar. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I've seen this movie.
And apparently, like, these planes were painted yellow, which he'd never seen before. And when World War II started, like, the planes that he saw and kind of the colors. It's windy. Getting a little bit of a hiss on our end.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to cut to the "We'll be right back. We lost the feed"
Yeah.
graphic.
But yeah, this apparently what he saw was like they brought this airfield back online in World War II, and apparently he saw this in like 1935.
Whoa.
So, yeah. So people
Pretty trippy.
claim to see stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's that one dude. He posted a video online like predicting Donald Trump's election. Like he had his face all blurred out.
Yeah.
It was I can't remember his name. Crap. But he made all these predictions, and the internet kind of freaked out about him. And then he had to come out a couple years later. It's like, I'm not actually from the future.
Yeah.
Calm down, everybody. I was just making a video.
Well, back in the early 2000s, there was kind of this online thing. There was a guy making like posts called John Titor. And he claimed to be from like 2036. And he'd come back in time to, I don't know, prevent World War III or whatever. But anyway, like years later.
Noble cause.
Yeah. But yeah, he had like all sorts of predictions and stuff. But yeah, years later, it was like two brothers who were just like making a whole bunch of stuff up. People were like super buying into like this story.
Oh yeah, they're taking the bait.
Actually, there's an anime about it.
What?
Not specific. Like they reference John Titor and stuff, but it's a time travel anime going back to media. I recommend you check it out. Actually, Steins Gate. It's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Where can I find it?
Should be online.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Thanks, man.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know who carries it specifically.
Crunchyroll,
Probably.
Netflix.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically about a
Crunchyroll.
group of like college students who the way that they handle time travel is like they don't physically travel through time, but they can send like messages
Okay.
back and to change like outcomes of things, and of course it completely messes up reality. It gets kind of dark. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Can you time travel without messing up reality?
Not really.
Or,
No.
But do you have to? Is that part of the
Well,
that you're meant to go back to mess up reality?
Yeah.
Hence the loop.
yeah, the time loop.
And that
Yeah, you're
is
either-
really.
You're either making like a new reality or you're just in a loop.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
there because you're meant to be there, so you can cause that.
Yeah.
So you can do that. Yeah.
Speaking of loops, Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Is that a time travel?
Or is it
Time
a glitch?
travel movie. There we go. What's that?
Is it a glitch? It still kind of falls into that whole time
he
travel
time
thing,
travels
though, doesn't it?
back to
Because
the
it's-
start of the day,
Yeah.
but he's like,
Does he though? It's the same day.
yeah,
It's the
still-
same day, or like it's not. You're not going to a different day.
yeah,
Well, has anybody defined time travel as just like going back to the future, or like going to the future, or going to the past? Because technically, it's like if you're restarting the same day over and over and over again, it would be time travel, wouldn't it? Because you're still.
That's my question.
yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
time travel?
I would say it's time travel for sure.
I'm leaning towards no.
There are
What
people.
would you
who-
say it is then?
Time loop.
Yeah,
It's like being like stuck in like
okay.
a drain that won't drain.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
There's an episode of
That's
Stargate SG-1 that did that too.
That's a good show.
Yeah, except all the alien planets were British Columbia. Boy, this looks specific. This looks like British
This
Columbia.
looks familiar.
Yeah,
We found this new town called Kamloops.
yeah. Oh boy, I think going back to Groundhog Day for a sec, like people have calculated how much time they actually think like Bill Murray had like spent in that time loop, and it's like depressingly long.
Oh yeah.
Is
To get to know like everyone's life and the details. Like that's like Ralph, and his wife has health issues, and there's a scene in the diner, where he just describes like everyone in there. To
Teeth.
I can't remember the love interest.
I can't either. But yeah, they kind of figured that you would probably go insane if it happened to
You'd have
anybody.
to. There's no way. Like, if you're living the same day over and over and over and over again, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
Coming to
Actually,
grips with immortality.
Yeah. It is.
That's the deep question.
It
of
is
the-
kind of a form of immortality. Like,
Well, he kills himself how many times?
yeah, and yet he's not dead.
Yeah, he just keeps waking up.
But it's like you can do whatever you want, basically, but you're kind of stuck to what you like. It's in with. There's limits to it.
Yeah,
like you could only travel so far in a day, or you could only do so many certain things, and like.
You can plant a seed, but you will see no growth.
Yes.
Man, I am on the philosophical tip today.
You are.
Yeah, what is
for
going
sure.
on?
I'm sure.
Bam. But yeah, you like this same TV show every day. Like, there's
the same songs on the radio.
Same songs on the radio. Same news. Like that would be super rough.
Same interactions.
That would be brutal.
Yeah, same interactions. I mean, there'd be like variations, but
yeah, for the most part, it's just routine.
Pretty much.
Inescapable routine. Oh my god.
Yeah. There's also, I mean, it's not really time.
Groundhog Day was messed up.
It was.
If you take a second to think about it. Yeah.
It's also things like it's not really time travel, but like there's certain shows and stuff where like everyone else gets frozen except for you.
Oh yeah.
That'd be messed up.
I always wonder about the physics of that. It's like
cryogenics.
no, well, not frozen like cryogenics. They're just like stuck in time or whatever.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
You're like the only one.
yeah.
Would you be like the one just moving super fast and everybody else is moving slow, or are they actually like frozen?
I think they'd be frozen. Like there's, I think it was Tales from the Loop. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Nope.
They did like an episode. That's an interesting concept. There's a town. It's all sorts of. There's like a large hadron collider type thing or alien. It's like there's this weird advanced technology in this like one town, and it messes things up.
Okay.
But
yeah, I have no idea what that is.
yeah. I think there's an episode where like someone finds something and like they can freeze time, but then they break it, and so like they're stuck in like a frozen town.
That would be one of the best superpowers.
Freezing time?
Controlling time.
Yeah.
You can't get much better than that.
You could get a full night's sleep no matter what.
Yeah.
That
Just
would be cool.
freeze time and nap. The only thing you would age super fast though, like compared to everybody else.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, if you're if you did like pause time and did 8 hours of sleep, you'd be 8 hours older relative to everyone else, and that would add up.
But what if it's the reverse?
You
Like you're not speeding through.
You freeze yourself.
You're freezing them, but you're not actually moving faster. You're just freezing everything else. I guess you're not affecting. You're not running real fast.
Your biological clock isn't affected.
Yeah, everyone else is. You just gotta pause. You hit the pause button, then you just go about your business.
That's a concept.
So if you pause, you're fine, but like everybody else would still age while they're paused.
Oh no, they get some.
They're just frozen.
They get some time off from aging.
Yes.
Wouldn't that mess with some people though?
No, they're on pause.
Yeah. They wouldn't.
No, but like,
They
did they
wouldn't
get
know anything's
unpaused?
changed.
Like, would they know that they were paused, or
No,
would it just like
they're
they'd be like,
totally
oh, it's
clueless.
just like a weird?
Totally
Right?
clueless.
Yeah. The thing about that though, like if you do like change stuff, like say you pause time, you go into a store and like clean out the supply of chips. Everybody
Oh.
comes back, it's like, what the hell happened? All the
Yeah,
chips.
like-
Oh yeah, people will start getting suspicious.
Yeah.
when things start going missing.
Who keeps eating the Pringles, man?
Yeah, it's like what the hell?
I just want Pringles.
The Doritos came in yesterday, and now
Yeah.
what?
What
Come
happened?
on.
Nothing. There's nothing on camera. It's just boom, empty shelves.
Yeah, like, it's gonna take us another week to refill this Gatorade.
This would be like the most like petty thing
yeah,
that
it
you
was
could
an
do.
inconvenient superpower,
Yeah.
but just to your community.
Yeah. Just like, who keeps stealing the chips? What's going on?
Like, dude,
Yeah, I don't know
Send
why,
in
but
the
I would
FBI.
picture, like, I would picture somebody like with a doctorate or something, like having that power, and just freezing it because, like, I don't know, like their loved one or something was dying of a disease that like is uncurable, and they like would just pause the time to try and like find the
Find a
cure.
cure. Yeah. Yeah. I
don't know
I've
why that popped
seen
in my
that
head, but it
concept in
did.
something.
has that been
Right?
done?
I don't know. Like
I don't
the
think
concept
so.
of
Maybe.
cryogenically like freezing someone who has like a disease.
Yeah.
Walt
So
Disney
then
do
you
that?
can his head.
Yeah.
Actually, there's going back to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, let's get back to that episode.
Yeah.
Here we
Most of
go.
y'all haven't seen that one.
Yeah. There's a theory that the reason why they had the movie Frozen, they called it Frozen. If you search for Disney Frozen, it comes up with the movie instead of the fact that he froze his head.
So it was like a diversion?
Yeah.
It was a false flag kind of thing?
False flag.
That's awesome. If that's true, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But
I
did
I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually did freeze his head or not. I think that's a rumor.
Because what it was like John Wayne, Disney, and I think there's a third one.
Yeah.
That kind of supposed to be.
But
frozen.
they like cryogenically froze themselves.
Yeah, people do that
because,
though. Like they
wasn't John Wayne had like a disease of some sort, or was that Disney?
He shot
The
Genghis Khan
movie.
Yeah, and it was like
Yeah.
downrange from where they were testing atomic bombs.
Yeah, and
bombs.
A bunch of people got
Yeah,
cancer.
half the cast got cancer from that.
Ooh,
yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
it's spicy.
Also, John Wayne played Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's
It was bad.
no,
Have you ever seen like?
It's amazing.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
No,
It's literally
Aw.
John Wayne, like being John Wayne, just
just dressed as
in, like-
Genghis
in,
Khan.
like-
Genghis Khan.
Mongolian
Like-
face, if that's a thing.
I guess so.
Wouldn't that be Asian fishing? Something like that. Isn't that
Asian
like a term?
fishing?
Isn't that the right term? I can't remember.
I don't know. What you're
Then,
trying
then
to say.
again, like Genghis Khan is like responsible for like 50% of
Yeah, that dude went.
world's
Dude,
genetics.
That
so,
dude got to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was all good, if you know what I mean. Like, the
I don't
guy
think it was
a
good.
conqueror, kind of a
Yeah,
savage.
it was just something that kind of happened.
If by good you mean consensual, then you're not. No, not even close.
No.
Yeah, well, I was trying to keep it PG, but
This is PG.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
anyways.
I,
the guy
I know,
was
I know it's
crazy,
easy
though.
to slip back into bitchy
Yeah.
mode.
But I guess
was
that
it?
that's
No, sorry,
kind
go.
of a way to time travel, though, is to like cryogenically freeze yourself, assuming that they
Yeah.
can bring you back, which they don't know how to do.
Yeah, like, that's. I've been because you don't really hear about that much anymore, and I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
remember all those frozen people? Like,
It was a big thing, like back in the early 2000s. I think a lot of people were doing it.
did they ever thaw them out?
No, well, like they
They're waiting, aren't they? To see
yeah.
if they can do it?
They like if they freeze your entire body, like you have to have a cure for like whatever disease or whatever that. But if it's just your head, I mean,
What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
like
yeah.
what?
Do you need like a cyborg body or what?
Like, are they gonna Futurama that where they just put you in a fish tank?
Like, is that what they're waiting on?
Yeah.
Because I got bad news.
And I mean, if
But,
you
like, in-
freeze stuff too, like it damages like
Yeah.
cells.
Yeah.
Like if you have like a piece of steak in your freezer for
Yeah, I was gonna, like,
too long.
Freezer burn.
I have a frozen burnt bag of shrimp that I bought last week.
Yep.
Your head's been in this ice tray for like what, 40, 50, 60 years?
Yeah.
Well, and another thing too is like, what if like down the line it's like they are able to unfreeze people, like make them alive again? Like, would they do it? Like, is that like philosophically speaking,
Well-
like ethical? I guess.
Well, the thing is, imagine I pay a company whatever price to do this. There's no guarantee that that company is going to exist in 10 years.
yeah.
Like,
I feel
what
like
happens to
that's-
my head?
Just throw you out? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's weird. Weird gray area.
Goes on Storage
I don't know,
Wars.
like-
Yeah.
That would be messed up. You buy a storage unit, you open it, it's a
Hey,
bunch
it's
of frozen
Mike's head.
bodies.
Let's see. We got some. Let's old couch.
A pool cue.
Yeah, Mike's
fishing
head.
rods, Mike
head.
head.
But like, I don't know. It's like, there's a question for you guys. Would you ever like want to be frozen and then like reanimated?
No,
I
I'm
guess
good.
like in
I
the
don't
future.
even need to hear the rest of the question. I'm good.
At the current technology level, no.
But, like,
If it's
like-
like an alien thing where you get into a pod and then you come out later, because
Never
they
considered it?
cryogenically freeze themselves like between.
So if we could just
Yeah.
literally time travel.
Well,
Stop it.
yeah, it'd be a one-way trip into the future, which
Yeah,
is which is
back.
what we're doing right now. It'd just be from your perception, like you wouldn't have aged.
Kind of messed up when you say it like that. That you're on like a one-way trip to the future currently, because it's like you are, but
Yeah,
you don't
this
think of
is-
it like
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing it right now.
Yep.
I don't. If I was like
That's weird.
close to the end of my life, I'd
Yeah.
say yeah.
Sure.
It's like probably like
Really?
I'd say goodbye. Like, hey guys, like I know I'm gonna die. I probably got maybe 2 or 3 months left in me. I'm gonna go check out the future.
Yep.
I love you all. Thank you for your love and support. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check out what a strip club looks like in 3028.
Yeah. Specifically 3028. No other time.
Oddly specific timing. I don't know. I don't think I'd do it. I think I just let me go. Let me die.
Yeah.
It's like it would be messed up, like waking up in the future knowing that everybody you've ever loved is gone.
Yeah, but you get
Gone.
Just it'd be like a last vacation.
Yeah.
Go check out, see what.
Go check out the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. I don't know.
There's actually a science fiction series that I've been listening to the audiobooks of. It's called, the series is called We Are Bob. And what it is, like, this guy gets cryogenically frozen.
As one does.
Yeah. But he doesn't get unfrozen, but, like, they slice up his brain to put in, like, a computer simulation.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say salad for some reason.
Computer salad? Because,
Chop up for salad.
Yeah. So it's not actually him. It's like a copy of him. So he's now like a computer program. And then they put this computer program of him like on this like drone to go explore the universe. And he just like he makes copies of himself. So he has like an army of him like self, but as spaceships. It's a pretty weird concept.
It's a wild, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called the
Cool.
Bobverse because it's just like multiple copies of him.
I'm going to have to find a graphic for that.
Yeah. I think the first book's called like We Are Legion, We Are Bob.
Legion.
Damn, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah. If you've been on like an online bookstore or anything recently, it's probably been advertised. Yeah. I think it's fairly popular.
Side note though,
Yeah.
like isn't that unethical? Like if you were like, yo, I'm gonna freeze myself, wake me up in the future, and then like the company was like, psych, we're just gonna cut your brain out and like.
Well, it's not even you. It's a copy of you.
Yeah,
like your brain was destroyed in the process of making this copy of you. So
Yeah, but, like,
in one way you're immortal,
Yeah.
but it's like going into a Star Trek transporter. You die.
But like.
Like, is your clone your property?
Yeah,
Well-
like
well,
does
if
the
you're
clone
dead-
have the same rights as a human being, kind of thing, or is that like?
Yeah. Well, not in this world. Like
Ah.
the people who bring him back are like it's like a religious organization or something that has taken over the earth, and yeah. So there's some ethical questions, but
Yeah,
I treat my clone like a real person.
I would too.
I feel like that would be
No,
the
I
normal
do.
reaction, right?
Oh, okay. Which Chris
know.
am I talking to now? Chris 1 or Chris 2?
You're talking to Ty Chris.
Ty Chris. And not like the country. Ty Chris.
Yeah, not Thailand Chris. like necktie Chris.
How about that? Would you, if it was possible to create a computer simulated version of yourself that could potentially live forever, would you do it?
Oh.
Like download my consciousness online? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you would still exist, and like this would be a copy of you. So you still die.
But it's not really you.
No. But to the copy of you, it's you.
It's you. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know if I could do that.
I don't care. I'm
Is
too
this-
selfish to care about my copy. It's a copy. It's not
Yeah.
genuine.
And that copy would think the same thing and then become
Yeah.
self-loathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, would the copy know it's a copy? Like, does someone like sit him down and give him a talk? It's like, hey man, like,
Instead of the birds of the bees
Gotta-
talk, it's like,
yeah,
by the
it's
way,
like-
you're a clone.
that weird blank space between your legs. There's a reason for that.
Well, it's what was that movie that had about the magicians?
Oh, the Prestige. Prestige.
Prestige.
That was
it's,
Nolan
it's
movie.
basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Because he was like, he would step into the machine and he wasn't sure if he would be the person that ends up in the tanks or the person that gets teleported.
Yeah.
So like the original him like died the first time he did that.
Yeah.
So is cloning a form of time travel? Because we're getting way off topic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to steer the ship, people.
We'll bring up the time travel thing then.
Oh yeah,
Smart
time travel. Okay. There's been a lot of photos
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
and footage too.
Yep.
Time travel?
Yeah. Actually, there's one in that occurred. I guess I've done that in BC.
Yeah, the hipster.
No way.
Yep, the hipster. It was an opening of a bridge, and I can't remember exactly where in BC it was, but CanCon. But yeah, there's this very tall guy looking like a hipster.
Yep. And like everyone else is dressed up in like 1940s-ish clothes.
Yeah, and this guy looks like he just walked out of an Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
See, like, I have a hard time believing, like,
Oh, it's been debunked.
Yeah, it's been...
yeah. Like,
the main
photos
thing
and
he's
stuff where
wearing
people are like,
sunglasses,
"Hey."
which like nobody did, like in that day.
He's protecting him.
Yeah.
Gotta block those UV rays. man.
But apparently like this like style of sunglasses was apparently made in like 1912, so it was all legit.
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
was
no.
fun while it lasted.
Yeah. And there's like photos of
Think-
people. It kind of looks like they have like a cell phone or something like that. But if you're time traveling, who are you calling? There's no cell service.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, maybe that's your device. Like,
Or you got
that's
a
your way of
wicked
getting,
data plan.
Like, back and forth kind of thing.
I'll have
I don't
the
know.
subatomic data plan, please.
The quantum plan.
The quantum
please?
plan. The quantum plan from TELUS.
Yeah, it's just like you have to
Connect
press
with
a
your
few
friends
buttons
and
you're in,
family.
like that year.
Through time. You need to call yourself
No.
to remind yourself to buy the data plan. We got you covered.
But yeah,
Good.
because there's that one lady in the Charlie Chaplin movie
Yeah,
where like it looks like she's on a cell phone.
yeah. Apparently
Or
that's
it's like the 20s or 30s.
yeah. That was apparently a
Like an ear horn, kind of like a hearing device.
yeah.
or something?
It was like a old timey hearing aid, basically.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, crazy.
yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
But yeah,
I find that more interesting than a non-fictional.
the fact
fictional cell
yeah,
phone.
the fact that they had like a listening device, not listening. Yeah, listening.
Yeah,
Back.
binoculars for your ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
There we go.
A side note, coming in from like time traveling and stuff, like what would happen if, like, for example, you did like travel back to time, like in time, and like your way back home got destroyed? Like, are you stuck there?
Yeah.
Probably, eh? You can't do anything.
But would your time that you're connected to, would that stay frozen until you got back, or would it be like a tomorrow
It'd
war
keep
thing, or
going.
would it keep going?
Yeah. Oh, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you get to choose when you go back, you just go back to before it got destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, but like, what if like when you got there, it's like something happened and you just couldn't you didn't have a functioning time machine? Like,
Then you'd be stuck.
you'd
Yeah.
be screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have had a flat tire already.
Yeah. Better figure out how to make a fake identity.
Yeah. You just got
Right?
you got a deal.
Yeah. How would you like?
If you guys ended up time traveling and getting stuck, where would you want to get stuck?
Now,
Like
right here, like I wouldn't want to get stuck
when does
anywhere else. But
when does Bitcoin start?
ooh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good spot.
I would go back there and I would buy all. Man,
All in.
I totally thought about like buying some like back when it was like $15,
Oh, damn, really?
and yeah, didn't do it.
Side
Yeah.
side
Bitcoin
note
has gone
onto the Bitcoin thing.
crazy.
Did you guys ever hear about the guy? He has over like, I think, I don't know, like a stupid amount of like millions of Bitcoin.
Oh, a
He
lot of
forgot his
people do, yeah.
password.
Yeah.
Literally
yeah.
one try away from it being like
Yeah,
completely
it's stuck on his
destroyed.
like hard drive or whatever. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
I'd
actually
be
been a lot of those
pissed.
stories.
yeah, yeah. Because back in like when it first started, it wasn't like an online wallet thing. It was like it was stored on your hard drive basically.
Yeah, it was like an account kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I would be so mad.
there's a
Because it's
lot
like, you
of
know, you
people
have
who
that
get-
much money, and it's like you can't even access it because of you forgot the password. But you'd think they'd put like,
There'd be a bypass or
God.
something.
yeah, like you'd be able to be like, hey, like I legit can't access my account. I can give you all this information, just like you would for like a bank. You know what I mean? If for some reason you got locked out of your account, you can just call the bank and be like, here's like my security questions, like the PIN or like whatever.
I know I'm terrible with like online passwords. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I
Like,
had, to,
oh man.
I had to reset 2 last night.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like you're sure it's like you go on, it's like okay, I can't remember my password. I'll reset it. And then you put in the new password. It's like, you can't use this old password that you used. It's like, it's like, but that was the password I was putting in. Like,
oh, and then it's like you put it in again because you're like, okay, screw it. Like, I obviously know it. Then you put it in, and they're like, that's the wrong password. You're just like, what the?
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, you think they'd have a backup though? Like, if somebody has that much like investment into like cryptocurrency, like they'd have a backup way to get you in there again. You know, like.
Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of like an old hard drive, so it would have been just like him that set it up. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, there's like stories of people that, like, they bought like a pizza with their like 50 Bitcoin. Meanwhile, that's worth like $500,000 right now. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I could time travel, I'd definitely time travel to times where it's like investments were way smaller, because I feel like I missed out on so much.
Well, the thing that is, though, if you did travel back to then, like a version of yourself would still be there. So what do you do in that case?
Oh, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Do you imagine running into yourself?
No, you just go, dude.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, invest. Then you split.
And then
go back to your own time.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah.
If you don't disappear in like a Back to the Future type thing, because like you just changed the future, you wouldn't go back to tell yourself to invest in Bitcoin. So.
But it'd be like the Bill and Ted thing where they're meant to do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's Bill and Ted. Well, you haven't brought up Bill and Ted.
I just did.
Wow, that's disappointing.
Yep. Have you seen the new one?
That's a great.
No, I haven't.
Is it good?
It's okay. Keanu Reeves seems
mixed
really
reviews.
tired in it.
He's been busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he had like John Wick and like a bunch of other movies coming out around the same time, didn't he?
Yeah, it's I don't know if like he's trying to channel like a 1980s, not stoner, but kind of surfer dude. You know,
Yeah, when
he's
you're
not really a surfer. He's
when you're in
kid-
your 40s.
Yeah. Trying to channel that like at that age.
It's hard sometimes.
So like the characters haven't really matured at all.
No.
They're
No.
just the same goof.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Like these guys like were supposed to change the world, and they just like don't. Plus, no George Carlin.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
I still want to see the team that did Spider-Verse do a Bill and Ted's movie.
Again, that would be
I agree.
fantastic. Yeah,
I might kickstart that one.
I'd love it.
That'd be
Or
great.
some sort of
I feel like a
online
lot of
petition.
people would be down for that,
You can't. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Yeah,
It'd be fantastic.
right?
that would be great for sure. Trying to think if there's anything else time travel-y. If you're looking for kind of a weird thing, I found like an Art Bell episode where he
Coast to coast.
if you ever want to
Love
look
you,
up like
Coast to
anything
Coast.
kind of out there, look up Art. He like his episodes are like on YouTube. But it was if you don't know about Art Bell, he had like this radio call-in show back in the day where he would talk to people about like kind of otherworldly things. He takes a very kind of sensible and academic view towards it. Like he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily believe everybody that he has on, but it's kind of.
But he doesn't mock them either.
Yeah. He's smarter than Joe Rogan.
And George Norrie, too.
Yep. But yeah, the people that he has on for this time slip episode, it's kind of funny, like, because he doesn't, I don't think he believed his guests for this, because this lady claimed that there was this, like, she found this Circuit City that was out of time. Like, apparently, like, she was at, like, the strip mall or something, and they ate lunch, and then walked outside, suddenly there's a Circuit City there. And apparently she goes in and interviews people about this Circuit City and makes them sign affidavits that the Circuit City has existed. And, of course, then when they went back again, the Circuit City was no longer there. It's like, that's your evidence?
So
Like,
weird.
I'm so confused.
imagine working at, like, an electronics store, and this lady comes in and it's like, yeah, could you sign this affidavit
To prove you're
to prove that
real?
you're real? I'd be like, no.
Like I know I'm real. Like,
It's like, no, but I can call the cops.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, why do you want me to
Actually-
sign it? Like, put
Yeah,
my
that's
signature
weird.
on something is like that you talk to me. It's like, I'm not doing that.
So, like, we're having a
do,
conversation.
do you want to buy an
on-
iPod? Like, But
Actually,
like
one
of all
thing-
the time traveling things, like a
Circus
the
City.
fact that
just-
it was a Circus City.
It's wild.
Yeah,
Are they still
Side-
around?
I don't think so. I think they're actually bankrupt.
That's too bad, because I remember
Yeah.
going to Circuit City in Buffalo. It's a good store. Like a future shop, kind of.
Yeah,
Best Buy. But, shout out Circuit City.
yeah.
And Radio
yes.
Shack. Radio Shack is
Does Radio
still
Shack exist still?
barely,
think so.
barely, but yes.
Yep.
Oh.
There's like one, right?
Surprising.
Yeah, I think it's in like Virginia or maybe
Yeah.
West Virginia.
It's like there's
Wow.
one Blockbuster left as well. It's
Yeah.
actually
They
a
turned that.
Netflix documentary on that.
Yeah. I
Is
thought
it?
they turned it into like a B&B or something. It's like you can go stay there.
At,
I would
Blockbuster.
totally crash at
Yeah.
a Blockbuster.
Yeah,
That sounds like a
that'd be
great time.
fantastic.
Like
Just,
I'm pretty.
watch
I'm
a bunch
pretty
of
sure that's
movies.
what they did.
Yeah.
It's like
If they got one of
yeah,
those
it's
big
like,
popcorn machines.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's a functioning Blockbuster, but they turned it into like a almost like a hotel-esque kind of
A
thing where
slumber
you can
party?
rent it out
Yeah.
and like
Right.
stay in the last Blockbuster ever. Like that's the whole thing about it. Like they have old VHSs and like all of that kind of stuff. Like
Here-
the nostalgia.
Here's my petty
ridiculous.
time travel thing. If I could time travel, I would like
go rent a movie.
Yeah, like every Friday night, I'd go back to like 1985 or whenever Blockbuster started, and like
Oh, that's
rent a movie, like
Yeah.
because that was an experience being able to go in,
Oh yeah.
to look at the boxes. It's an experience that will never be replicated.
Oh my god. When I was a
Ever.
kid, me and my buddy Scott would spend hours.
Yeah,
In the
going to the
video
video
store.
store like Friday night.
Star Video, Ajax, Ontario,
Yeah,
and King Video. They weren't as good as Star Video.
yeah.
That
I
was
want
like-
to start a fight.
That was like the highlight of like your Friday night though. Is like you get off like I know for like us and stuff as like kids, mom and dad be like, hey, like it's movie night. Let's go to the Blockbuster in town, and we'd like all hop in the car excited because it's like we'd get like I think 4 movies for the weekend.
Yeah.
Because everybody would pick a movie, and then obviously like the adults like mom and dad pick like the adult movies that they'd watch like while me and Becca were asleep. But like it was the coolest thing because like we'd go in there, we'd get snacks. Like I remember there was like a giant bubble gun machine that if you got like a
You
black
got the black one, yeah.
uh,
You get the free movie.
yeah, you get a
Oh,
free
yeah.
movie.
Everybody had
And
that,
it
I
was-
think.
Yeah.
It was
Totally.
so exciting because it's like when you got that, like you were. I remember my sister and
I
I
don't
got
think I
back
ever
to
won
back
that.
ones,
I never
and
got
it was just like we were so excited. It was like the best day ever.
Yeah.
I miss that experience because it's like I don't think, obviously, like Netflix and stuff has like revolutionized the way we watch movies and stream movies, but to take that away is like
Yeah, going into like
I don't know.
a video, especially like a family-run video store or something like that, like a private
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it was all everyone had their own like unique character and stuff like that.
yeah.
Oh, there was a jumbo video in Pickering, Ontario, and it was amazing because their horror section.
Yeah,
It looked like the entrance to like a basically Dracula's castle. And then, like,
That's
these,
cool.
Like, bats hanging up and like
Yeah.
these gates.
man,
Oh, it's fantastic.
that
we
would
didn't ha-
totally be my petty like time traveling thing. Going
Yeah,
back
totally.
to
No, that's not
Agree.
petty.
that. Yeah,
That's
That's
not petty.
genius.
also going back and like to like classic arcades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If anyone wants to get in on opening an arcade business,
Yeah.
my Twitter handle is in the name key.
Yep.
Maybe I'll throw that up right now. Hold on, give me a second.
Well, people have been doing like barcades
Yeah.
things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where it's
Well, it's-
basically a
well-
bar and
Yeah, like-
arcade combined.
Like what's the Busters?
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing still. Like Chuck E. Cheese for
I remember-
adults.
Was it? I remember there was one that was like, there's not one, but like what is it? Oh my God, Cineplex. They have it when you go into some of their theaters where it's like they'll have the movie theater, but then they'll have like a separate, like massive arcade, like Cross Iron Mills in Calgary or Balzac or whatever. They have one where it's like they have like the giant arcade, and you can actually go in there and it's like you get these little like cards.
Yep.
And you put money on it, and then you go play. But it's like you earn points, so it's like you can actually earn like the silly little prizes or like the big ones
Oh, instead of
too.
the
I remember
tickets.
there was one where it was like they had like a jersey from like I think it was the Stampeders, and it was signed and stuff. And it's like it was like 10,000 tickets or something like that. So it's like you had to earn it. But I
that's-
always loved that.
That's
those
what
places.
arcades seem to be now, mostly like ticket places. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about going back somewhere and playing like 1942 on like
okay,
a
okay.
Yeah, like
My
you
bad.
gotta bring
Cocktail
10
cabinet.
pounds of quarters
yeah.
Yeah,
to
okay,
get
yeah.
any.
You gotta line your quarter up on the Mortal Kombat
yeah,
2,
you put it right at the bottom of the
They
screen.
do.
and then lose to like a teenager who's like 6 years older than you.
Yeah, but then like those, I remember seeing like the teenagers around like that kind of stuff and being like, you're taking on kids.
Yeah, it was a brutal world. Dog
Yeah.
eat dog.
It was savage.
What are you doing? You're
Oh,
playing
man.
Mortal Kombat
you
2,
don't-
so
Yeah, when I was playing Mortal Kombat
that's
2,
true.
I was crushing dudes who were in their 20s, and I was like, I don't know, like 11?
How many of those guys did you piss off?
A lot.
Yep,
My dad was stoked, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's right. You
that's
better
my
get
kid.
good if
Yeah.
you want to play.
Yeah,
That's
Them's
true.
the rules.
That is
Yeah.
true.
if you don't like it, don't play.
It's true.
Mortal
Like,
Kombat
the
2,
only-
Kung Lao.
Yep.
The only like
There's a boy.
arcade that I can remember was actually at a campsite that we used to go to. I remember it was like kind of a dreary day, so we couldn't go to the lake, and we went to like the little corner store. And like you would think, me being, I think it was like 10 or 12 or whatever, like the whole stranger danger thing. It's like, you know, you don't listen to people that you don't know. But this guy was like
Especially
so
at an
nice. He's like,
arcade.
Yeah.
and he was just like, hey, like, I got, like, do you guys like arcade games? And we were like, what? He's like, yeah, like, follow me. Like, he opened up his, like, garage that was beside the corner store, and it was just, like, filled with, like, old games, like Mortal Kombat, like, the zombie game, I can't remember the name of it, used to shoot him. And, like, all these, like, really
House of the
old
Dead?
school games. And I guess he tried to get an arcade started, but there wasn't enough people around,
Yeah.
like, invest in it. So he was like, screw it. Like, I'll just put it in my garage, and, like, if there's, like, kids at the campsite, they can come play. But, like, it was the coolest thing.
Yep.
That
No.
did set off a lot of flags, though.
Yeah.
It did. But I, like, looking back, I'm like, I'm really lucky. But,
Well,
I
you,
mean, it
you
was
would
really
have
cool.
like gotten to the free candy van, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like, what the hell?
I hope not. But, like, after that incident, like, I might have.
Oh, I want to mention something. We posted our conspiracy theory video, and then when I
Okay.
came into work the next morning, there was a van, a white van, parked outside of our workplace with plumbing
What?
on the side of it.
What
It was gone by
outside?
the time you got here, but yeah, there was like a white van. It was like plumbing written on the side of it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh.
saying that there was anything going on, but
Coincidence?
probably.
I don't think so.
Okay, so.
We have
guys,
security cameras, so
Yeah.
you want to come test? All right.
Yeah, we could probably grab the footage.
Okay, which conspiracy theory do you think set them off?
It's got to be the reptiles.
Yeah.
Has to be.
it always
That's
is.
the only one that makes sense.
Mark
Or the
Zuckerberg's
Hollywood
an
elite
emperor.
one.
Or the,
maybe,
or the
but-
cuttlefish
Yeah.
Cuttlefish.
watching you.
You know what?
Haven't forgotten.
You know what it is?
My-
I don't think it was their conspiracy theory video. I think it was Big Bologna.
Ooh. No, it's Big Ham. They're trying to intimidate us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, that positivity you're putting behind
Yeah,
baloney,
your Bologna positivity,
gotta knock that off.
not happening. They're coming
Oh,
after.
I
Not
could just.
Yeah.
happening.
They-
Why did I?
Hashtag Bologna bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yep. Right there.
Yeah. I just pictured like
found
two
you.
guys in like pig masks like kidnapping you two and being like, don't be positive about baloney. This is bullshit. Ham is
ham.
the ultimate one.
yeah, Big Ham.
Yeah.
Ham.
Oh. All right, Big Ham. You want to go? We can go.
Yep.
Oh, don't
We will-
intimidate Big Ham.
Yeah, we got baloney backup.
Yep.
So
Listen, Bertha Big Six got our back.
what's up?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You want to
We
draw
really
blood?
Went off topic.
Yeah, but this is important.
Yeah. For sure. This is the content that you're looking for, according to
God.
Baloney is still way better than ham. Come at us, ham.
Oh.
Hashtag
It's
ham
what?
abandonment.
Ham abandonment.
Ham will abandon you.
Because it's
Oh god.
and
Oh god.
baloney is the only cure.
Yep. Well, I think that brings us to the end.
There are so many things that I didn't even mention. Where are we? Oh man, we're past an hour.
Yeah, we're past an hour.
Okay.
God.
I mean, we can keep going if you want to bring something up.
I mean, it's already not going on TV because we're past an hour. Unless we go to an hour and a half.
Oh god. I don't know if I have any more.
Yeah, all right, let's wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
All right.
Okay, like a delicious piece of bologna.
Like, love you, baloney. And I know you love us too.
Yep. But folks, make sure you like, subscribe, ring bell for notifications, and yeah, comment. Let's get some engagement going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna have our Twitter handles in the name keys.
Yep.
Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh, I had another one. Crap. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ham sucks.
For Media Minute, I'm Michael Forward.
Ham sucks.
I'm Rachel Edge.
We'll see you next time.